Chapter 7 Wild Cats in the Wild. People have always been crazy for cats. Some even believed cats had special powers. In ancient Egypt, cats were worshipped as gods. And more than 600 years ago, Aztec warriors in Mexico dressed in jaguar pelts. They believed the skins would make them fierce and strong like the jaguar. In modern times, killing animals to make fur coats wipes out a lot of wild cats. But then, the trade in cat fur was banned by an international treaty. Now the greatest threat to leopard, jaguar, tigers, and other wild cats is losing their homes to people. Except for lion, all the large wild cats are endangered. Meanwhile, poachers still hunt tigers. Their fur is prized, and some people in the forest believe tiger bones and other body parts can cure disease. A poacher earns a whole year's wages by shooting one tiger. In parts of the world where people are very poor, shooting a tiger seems like a great opportunity, even if it is ugly. But all over the world, people are working to protect tigers and cheetahs and the other large cats. Because deep down, people love cats. We love to see them in the wild. We love to visit them in zoos. We even love to share our homes with their small cousins. Look into a pet cat's eyes. Watch how it stalks at the birds or pounces on the toy mouse. You see that even a pet cat can be a wild cat at heart. Mystery of the Parrot Ghost. One morning in Bugle Bay, Altu and his uncle Tooth were cleaning their attic. What's in that old trunk? Altu asked. Things I brought back from my travels at sea many years ago, Uncle Tooth said. Uncle Tooth opened the trunk. He took out a shiny silver trumpet. I found this on a Falkland Island. What an adventure that was, he said. I wish I could have adventures, Otto said. Nothing ever happens around here. Uncle Tooth gave Otto the trumpet. It's yours if you want it, he said. Gee, thanks, said Otto. Otto blew on the trumpet. Nothing happened. He took a big breath and blew again. This time, the trumpet made a little free sound. Keep trying, Uncle Tooth said, and you will get it right. Otto ran outside with his trumpet. Uncle Tooth's sister, Auntie Hick, was hurrying down the path. She did not see Otto. Flee! Went the trumpets. Auntie Hick screamed. I'm sorry, Auntie Hick. Auntie Hick, said Otto. I was just playing. Play my foot, said Auntie Hick. I thought you were the ghost. What ghost? Cried Otto. The ghost in my shop, she said. This morning I heard noises inside my shop. I opened the door and saw a ghost. It stared at me with big red eyes. I ran here as fast as I could. Don't be a fool, Uncle Tooth said. There are no such things as ghosts. Aunt Hick stamped her foot. I say there are because I've seen one. Otto jumped up and down. Let's go find the ghost, he said. This might be the start of an adventure. The three of them hurried up the path toward Aunt Hick's shop. They passed Captain Bookdeck's houseboat. The captain was on the deck. He was picking up wet laundry off all the rotten things, he muttered. What's wrong? Said Uncle Tooth. Someone stole my clothesline, said the captain. I'll bet anything it was the ghost, said Aunt Hick. What ghost? Cried the captain. There's a ghost on the loose in Bogle Bay, said Otto, and we're going to catch it. Wait for me, said the captain. I'll join you. Soon they came to the inn. Joe Puffin was standing on a stool in front of the door. He had a cigar in one hand and a scrub brush in the other hand. He was screeching loudly. What's the matter, Joe? said Uncle Tooth. Someone broke in here last night, said Puffin. They turned everything upside down. Then they did this. He pointed at the door, and it was a big red scar and crossbone. I'm sure it was the ghost, said Auntie Hick. I also told the Puffin about the ghost. We're going to catch it. Want to help? Count me in, said Joe Puffin. They tiptoed to Auntie Hick's shop. Uncle Tooth opened the door. They picked it. Auntie Hick screamed. There were boxes and jars, gumdrops and jelly beans all over the floor, but there was no ghost. This ghost loves to make messes, said Uncle Tooth. Some detective you are, said Auntie Hick. Any fool can see that. Then she began counting boxes. The ghost is a thief, she said. It took 5 boxes of saltwater taffy and a deck of cards. This is serious. What are you going to do about it, Tooth? Uncle Tooth puffed on his pipe. I am going to do in, he said. Food always helps me think. Back at the inn, Joe Puffin served the bowls of his special carrot soup. Delicious, said Uncle Tooth. Now, how will we catch this ghost? A thief returns to the sense of the crime. The ghosts return too? Asked Otto. We will see, said Uncle Tooth. We need something to lure it into our trap. I know, Otto said. My trumpet. Good thinking, Otto, said his uncle. Now here's what we will do. That night, Otto put his trumpet on the street outside and the inn. The trumpet shone in the moonlight. Then Otto crawled inside the barrel. Uncle Tooth hid in a doorway. Captain Pudduk crouched behind the bar at the inn, and Joe Puffin flew up to the roof with a fishnet. Midnight came and went. Otto crept out of the barrel and peeked around the corner. He saw a giant shadow. Was it the ghost? No, it was Uncle Tooth. Shush, Shh, Uncle Tooth whispered. The ghost is coming. Otto held his breath. The ghost bent down and picked up a shiny silver trumpet. No, yelled Uncle Tooth. Then he and Otto raced around the corner. Captain Poppleduck turned on the lights in the inn. The puffin flew from the roof and dropped the fishnets over the ghost. The ghost slipped free of the net. It ran down a dark alley. Everyone chased it. Then it disappeared. Uncle Tooth scratched his head. Well, if that doesn't beat all, he said, maybe the thief really is a ghost. Look, cried Otto. He pointed to an open manhole in the street. Otto stuck his lantern down the manhole. He saw something. It was bobbing up and down in the water. Otto climbed down a ladder and fished it out with his sword. A pirate's hat, cried Uncle Tooth. This looks like old Blacky Doodle's hat to me. Didn't Blacky drown at sea? Asked Joe Puffin. That he did, said Uncle Tooth, but it would be just like him to come back from the dead to hand us. And now he has my trumpet, said Otto sadly. Well, get in back, said Uncle Tooth. Tomorrow we will visit Widow Moore and the dead man's lady. She used to work for Blacky. A black eye. Maybe she can give us some clues. But now let's get some sleep. I am as tired as an old boot.